Today we're going to revise on the types of surd questions that can be asked. The first type will be simplifying, and for simplifying we may have the kind where it's direct, so we will use as large a square number as possible. It could be also simplifying by rationalizing, and in this case here there is a possibility of using conjugate surds if we have denominators with two terms. Or it could be that we have been asked to find unknown values, and this is where we're going to do a comparison of the left and the right hand side. Or we could be asked to solve questions regarding the surds. Then in this case here, we have to make it such that there's only one square term per side. And finally, we have word problems. Alright, so the first kind is actually simplifying, where we actually have a direct simplifying, and we will try to use a square number as much as possible in order to break this down into smaller surds. Alright, so what we are going to do is that we are just going to leave this aside for the time being. But for this one here, 27, we can change it to 9 times 3. Alright, now 243, we can use it as 81 times 3. And finally for 12, surd 12, we can use it as 4 times 3. Alright, so as you can see, I've been using square numbers, and I'm going to use square numbers because when I do a square root, it will be a nice number. Alright, so from here, what I can do is that I will simplify the surd terms where possible. So in this case here, I have square root 9 will be 3, and this is still surd 3. Square root 81 will give me 9, and square root 4 will give me 2. Now the other terms I couldn't simplify any further because they are not square numbers, so in the end I'll still have a surd 3 here, here and here. Now we have a 2 over surd 6 here, so what we can do is that we are going to expand this now, and for surd 6 we can say that this is the same as square root 2 times square root 3. Alright, so I'm going to expand all three terms. So this is what we'll have: 2 over square root 2 times square root 3 times 4 over 3 square root 3. So this is the first multiplication. Then this is addition here, and I'm going to multiply this one again. Same thing. Instead of writing surd 6, I write it as square root 2 or surd 2 times surd 3, and then I multiply by 9 surd 3 over 2. And finally, I have the minus, that's from here, and I'll do the last multiplication here and here. So I have 2 over surd 2 times surd 3, and I'm going to multiply with 5 over 2 surd 3. Now from here, you will notice that I would be able to do some form of simplification. So here I will have 2 times 4, which will give me 8 for the numerator. And this is where I have surd 3 times surd 3 will give me 3. Then 3 times 3 will give me 9. And I still have a square root 2 here. So this is the simplified term for the first one. Now for the second one, you will realize that, hey, I can do a little bit of division here. I have 2 and I have 2, I can divide this out. I have surd 3, I can divide it out. And I will be left with 9 over surd 2. So that's the second one. And finally for the third one here, same thing, 2 and 2 can be divided out. Alright, and I will just have the numerator 5. And here again I have surd 3 times surd 3, which will give me 3, and I will end up with 3 surd 2. So there are a couple of ways of doing this, and what I'll do is that I'll actually rationalize it first so that you get in the simplest form. So you notice that I have surd 2, surd 2, surd 2. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to multiply top and bottom with surd 2. This is the rationalizing. Alright, and same goes for this one, and same goes for this one. Okay, so these are single term rationalizing because this is just one term for the denominator. Alright, so what I will have at the numerator now will be 8 surd 2, and here I will have surd 2 times surd 2, which will give me 2, so 2 times 9 will give me 18. Same thing goes for here. I have 9 surd 2, Surd 2 times surd 2 will just give me 2. And then here, I will have 5 surd 2. Surd 2 times surd 2 will give me 2. 2 times 3 will give me 6. Right? So, I could actually simplify this one here. So if I divide by 2, I'll be able to get it as 4 over 9. And I'm just going to do an addition for all the terms here. Alright, so I'm going to do a 4 over 9 plus 9 over 2 minus 5 over 6. And I kind of like factorize out the surd 2. Alright, you could see like 4 over 9x plus 9 over 2x minus 5 over 6x. So you're sort of like adding up all the x terms together. Alright, so in this case here, when you actually do an addition and subtraction, of course, for this one here, you get it as 37 over 9 surd 2, and this will be your final answer.